I'm illegally parked, I know, part of my French and my Mercedes. But I have no excuse for this flea market shirt I'm wearing. My motley crew is beastie, and we enjoy the staring. I'm unemployed and daring. How dare I be so cool when it's so hot in Alabama? Sometimes we get snow too. And I'm as rare as a white Christmas in Miami, really. The temperature's dropping on South Beach, the ocean's getting chilly. But I'm driving, my people, the party, yeah. Some drinking, get rowdy, party. And I went out with a buddy or two, and it was all, and we got to the bar by the 1:45, and it was all, and we got gone, 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 Yes, I jumped off the boat, and I'm sinking in my chair, cause my beer bottle does not float. Help me now. Please enjoy the show. I done came up so fast that I'm afraid of heights. I gotta go, help me down, or I'll just learn to balance somewhere between commercial dreams and music that is valid. My babies need to eat, so I create a simple sound. The fiasco threw me for a loop. Hey, I dumbed it down, slick, wicked, vibing, driving. I'm driving, my people, the party, yeah. Some drinking, get rowdy, party. And I went out with a buddy or two, and it was all, and we got to the bar by the 1:45, and it was all, and we got gone, 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 yeah, my people are riding in trucks and wheels oversized. In such a world I reside, and your luck runs low with your pride. And enough to keep you up out of the club and troubles around. I got them car keys in hand, I know what the fuck's going down. Some of these people come sick, some pop the trunk for AKs. They wanna do bodily harm, they wanna live for the day. We just came to get stupid, so give me that bottle of Crown. I take my girl to my Caprice and get the fuck out of town. Come on, girl. And I'm driving, my people, the party, yeah. Some drinking, get rowdy, party. And I went out with a buddy or two, and it was all, and we got to the bar by the 1:45, and it was all, and we got gone, 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 and we got gone.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's game day, ain't it? Hope you guys are all as excited as me. Man, this is a crazy week in college football so far. We saw exactly how terrible the ACC really is last night, and we're seeing it again today. Now, however, this Pitt and Penn State game is interesting. This is going to come down to the wire. But, of course, we're all here for the Alabama and South Carolina game. I don't expect this to be close. But you never know. You never know what's going to happen. My boy, Prince 6'1", just hit me up about 30 minutes ago. He's at the game. He's representing Clemson up there in Columbia with all his Alabama and South Carolina fans. So I'm sure he's going to have a good time. He might even call at some point during the game here. Now, let me see who is in the chat real quick. You guys give me your predictions on this game, some final score predictions. So I took Alabama in the Bet Now picks at minus 25.5. So give me some final score predictions. I think it's going to be, I'm going to say 40 to 20. Well, let me think about this for a second. I'm going to say 40 to 17, which obviously wouldn't win me my pick, would it? What's up, Christian Ballard? How you doing, sir? Edward Craven. Billy Dawson in the house. What's going on, Pete? Congratulations on 2.1 subs. Only one away from here. And yes, sir, that is to go up. Edward Craven in the house. Hound Dog. Tiger Nation, my man. Bryant Denny Stadium says, I've been waiting for this game. A lot of people have been waiting for this game. We'll see what Helinski looks like, against a real team. Country Tiger, 52-10, Bama. Ventura Variety says Syracuse. Okay. You think Syracuse is going to win tonight? Is that what you're saying? Hound Dog did not get to catch the game. What was the score, Hound Dog? Yeah, Vols won big. Last I saw, Virginia Tech, who might be the worst team in the country at this point, was losing to the Citadel. I already said about last night, Boston College lost to, who'd they lose to? Nobody. Anyway, 55-7, Bama, says Bryant Denny Stadium. 100 Bama, 3 Crapolina. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard for me to talk trash about the quarterback for Carolina because everybody's rooting for that kid with, the whole story with his brother and everything at Washington State. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be too hard on that kid, but I still hope South Carolina loses. Actually, it doesn't matter. If Alabama somehow loses this game, then that's great for me too because that gives me a lot of YouTube material. Yeah, Georgia Tech was losing to the Citadel. I think, who was the other one? NC State was losing to West Virginia last time I checked. I don't know what that score is right now, though. Yeah, I don't think you will either, Dwayne. So, I'm not saying that. What's up, Clemson fan for life? And he says South Carolina won't get into the end zone, 49-3. I don't know about that. When I talked to Prince 6'1" about 30 minutes ago, he said the game is sold out, which doesn't surprise me. Anytime Alabama comes to town, the game's going to sell out. And for some reason, the Carolina fans feel like just because they beat them in 2010, that it's all of a sudden they're going to be some miracle. Now, this does seem to be like an upset weekend. There's a ton of upsets this weekend. There's a week like that every week in college football. But I don't see Alabama being one that gets upset. But also those Friday night games, I should have known better. Usually those Friday night games, the underdog usually always wins those. That's like an ongoing thing for years now, especially in the ACC. The ACC has all these Friday night games, and that was when remember what was it 2-3 years ago when Clemson lost to Syracuse? 2 years ago, that was a Friday night game. Virginia Tech won 24-17. I know Maryland was losing to Temple. That's another surprising one, especially since Maryland has been scoring like 1 million points each game for the first 2 weeks, and then they went on the road to Temple, and they were losing. I think that game's coming down to the end. I don't know what the score is, though. You guys know the deal here. Obviously, I'm online. I'm reading chat. I'm watching game. I'm calling the game. So if there's any interesting scores, keep me updated of what's going on. Just type it in every once in a while in the chat. Temple 20-15 over Maryland. How much time is left in that game right now? I guess I could look. I don't like to be... So I'm assuming this game's going to kick off in about 5 minutes. Unless the kickoff is at 3:35 or something. Yeah, I saw that. What's up, Nick? Dogs won 55-0. No surprise there. 48-17. Notre Dame is struggling with New Mexico. Is that true? I didn't even know that game was on yet. Here it is right here. Oh, it's still early. 7-0, and they're about to score again. So I don't know if you call it struggling. We'll see what the final score is. I have a feeling it's going to be a blowout. Yeah. Christian, you were on the Paul Feinbaum show? When? Yesterday? What'd you say? If you didn't promote Pigskin Pete on Paul Feinbaum show, then shame on you, sir. I'm going to have to take away your card, whatever card that is. Oh, on Tuesday? Yeah, I'm not worried about Notre Dame. Well, that's next week, right? Notre Dame and Georgia. That's going to be probably where game day is, I would imagine. Unless anybody can think of a better game next week than that. I don't think so. You know, provided that Notre Dame wins like they should today, that's definitely probably going to be where game day is, I would think. What's up, Clemson Jesus? I always laugh every time I see that name. UGA is going to run it down their throats. Well, they might run it down their throats, but I'll tell you what. Georgia needs to find a passing game. I didn't see what they did today, but they weren't they weren't playing a team that it mattered against. But if they want to beat a top 10 team, they need to pass the ball. What's up, CLM? I'm a Tigers fan, but I'm pulling for the Gamecocks because I'm from the state of South Carolina. When they play the Tigers, I'll pull for Clemson. Yeah, well, I'm not the same way. I know a couple of people like that, but I don't ever pull for the Gamecocks to win anything. I hope they lose every game from now until the end of time, or at least until I die. And fortunately, I've been lucky because they do lose most of their games. So it's been a good ride for me so far in my life. UGA offensive game plan versus Notre Dame. Run, hold on to the ball. Yeah. What's up, Aaron Short? Mario Thomas in the house. South Carolina's better than Duke, I hope. I don't know about that. What's up, sports in the Bay Area? Yes, you did tell me you'd be here. I appreciate you showing up, sir. Anybody who's new here, I do college football content year-round, both here on YouTube and on howardsrock.net. And if you don't know what howardsrock.net is, especially if you're a Clemson fan, go in the link in the description right of this video. Click that little arrow button. It'll open up the description. On the very top there's a link for a 30-day free subscription to the website where I do all kinds of video content on there. Videos with Spencer from Rover Sports. I do videos with a weekly show with Bobby Durkins. I'm sure you know who he is. And we also have a lot of written articles. We got NFL Pick'em leagues where you can play if you're a member for prize packs. We got a lot of stuff planned for the future there too. So go check it out. It's 30 days for free. What do you have to lose? Hound Dog, Florida is taking a fat L tonight. I'm probably actually going to bet. I'm still thinking about it, but I'm probably going to bet on Kentucky tonight. I think it was like last time I checked, it was like 8 points, something like that. Maybe it might be over 9 points by now. I haven't checked it today. If somebody knows what the line is on that game, let me know. But if it's over 9 points, I'll take Kentucky if they're an underdog. What's up, SEC football too? Have I got what fixed? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I've had a couple of people sign up for the Howard's Rock site, and they haven't had a problem. Anytime you launch a new site, sometimes there's some glitches. But everyone's in, so yeah, it should be good to go now. Yeah, it should be fixed, Billy. Yes, college football is the best, sir. What's up, Bama Boy 94? Yeah, I can't believe Maryland might lose to Temple. All right, looks like the game's about to come on here, hopefully. Is that Darius Rucker? No. Surprised I don't have Darius Rucker on the pregame show. He's a South Carolina alum. Yes, everyone hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. I promise you, if you stick around for at least 2 weeks, you might start to like me. maybe. We do stuff year-round here. We have a lot of fun. I do live streams twice a week during the season. I do live streams twice a week during the off-season. And I also upload rants here and there. Did a rant last night about how terrible the ACC is. And I do a lot of stuff on here. All college football related. What's up, Gene McCrory? Sorry, I don't want to say that wrong. Hey, man, you going to stream the game for us? I'm mobile, and I need to see it. Well, you're not going to see it. You're going to see my ugly face on here. I can't show the screen. I'm going to do a play-by-play for you, though. So unless you can find somebody else streaming it, which you probably can't, then you're going to have to listen to me give you the play-by-play. Oh, God. Listen, I know you'd rather listen to me than Gary from CBS. I can't stand listening to him call a game. He's the most annoying guy on TV. Him and Joe Buck. Joe Buck for the NFL, and then Gary from CBS for college football. I'd rather listen to a cat scream than listen to him. What's up, DeGoat Watson? How you doing, man? Leonard Mita says, "Go Tigers, go Tigers." Yeah, Gary's he's almost. I don't know how this guy, why everyone loves him so much. Because he was with Vern, I guess, and Vern left. Yeah, Tony Romo was good in the booth. Who took over? And then they had Jason Witten, right, for Monday Night Football last year, and then of course he went back to the Cowboys. Witten was terrible, and then now they got what's his face? They got Booger in there, don't they? Now I like Booger, but I don't know if I like him calling the game. I need to give him a couple more games before I make a final decision on that. He's better than Witten, though. That's for sure. All right, so we know who the big-time players to look for on Alabama is, right? It's Tua, it's Judy, it's the whole wide receiver core, Jalen Waddle. But as far as South Carolina goes, we got a guy who's starting his second game in Helinski at quarterback. We know Brian Edwards is an elite receiver. Tavian Feaster at running back from Clemson. Outside of those three guys, can somebody do I have any South Carolina fans in here? Tell me who's the player that you're looking for that nobody's talking about that needs to make some plays in this game. I know South Carolina's offense likes to use the tight end a lot, so I'm expecting to see a lot of that. Who's going to win the Heisman, Travis or Trevor? CLM, I doubt either one of them will win it. If either one of them does win it, it would most likely be Travis Etienne. But I think it's going to be hard for any Clemson player to win the Heisman because they have, there's like 7 NFL guys on that offense. And so the stats get spread around. When you go to a place like Wisconsin, you have Jonathan Taylor. He's the guy. He can rack up mega stats because he's getting he's getting 90% of the snaps, and he's the guy. So Edward Craven coming through with a $1.99 super chat donation. Thanks for the content, Pete. Go Tigers. Well, you're welcome, sir, and thank you for thanking me. I appreciate it. Believe me, anytime I'll accept any compliment. West Virginia 44-27 over NC State. Yeah, NC State's terrible. Listen, the ACC is a dumpster fire right now. Now, look, I will say that Wake Forest is pretty good, but then they're still Wake Forest, right? Virginia is probably the best team in the ACC outside of Clemson, I would imagine. And I think Duke is pretty good too, but outside of those three teams, and of course Clemson, the rest of them just are awful. All right, see you at halftime, man. All right, here we go. And I'm imagining, for anybody who's here who's never been to Columbia, South Carolina in September, it's hotter than the seventh circle of hell. And, so those fans are probably baking like an egg right now. Yeah, Clemson fan for life. I don't care. Listen, winning a Heisman's great, but I think any fan in the world would trade a Heisman trophy for a national championship trophy. If they wouldn't, then they've got their priorities messed up. Yeah, Justin Fields looks really good. That's got to be painful for the Georgia fans to watch him light the scoreboard up every week up in Ohio State. And he's not just doing it on the ground. He's doing it through the air, too. So... Georgia's got the talent to compete with Clemson, but I'll tell you what, I'm telling you, until they can prove to me that they have a legitimate passing attack, they're not going to beat a Clemson or an Alabama. They're just not going to. So we'll see. I mean, there's still a long season. It's going to be a long time before they play an Alabama or a Clemson. We got another 10 weeks or so, at least. Hey, how about the irony in Georgia Tech losing to a triple option team? God plays some mysterious tricks on people, doesn't he? Yeah, that's the irony there. The karma. What's up, college football maniac? How you doing, sir? Got a couple of Gamecock fans in here. How do I think LSU will do? Do you mean this week or in this season? I have an opinion that right now, LSU is definitely the second best team in the West, and there's an argument to be made that they might be the second best team in the SEC behind Alabama. They're right there with Georgia. Here's the difference. I think Georgia's got a better defense than LSU does this year, but I think that LSU's offense looks better so far. It's only been 2 weeks, so it's hard to really say. But listen, worst case scenario, I think LSU will win 10 games in the regular season. I don't see that. I can't pick 2 losses on their schedule. I think they'll beat Florida. I don't know who else they play out of the East this year. Somebody can tell me. I think they'll most likely beat both A&M and Auburn. So, yeah, I mean, they're only, they'll probably lose to Alabama. Outside of that, I don't really know who I'd pick to beat them. Let's just assume that they do drop another game somewhere, a game that, they let get away from them. That's still 10-2. All right, here we go. So, Gamecocks kicking off. And it's going to be out of bounds at the 1 yard line. He's going to throw the flag. So Alabama's starting. And they had a false start on the kickoff. How do you get a false start on a kickoff? That's the Gamecocks for you. All right. 1st and 10 from the 20. No, sorry. From the 35. Tua drops back to pass. He rolls out to the left. Complete to Smith for a first down. I think they're going to give him the first down. So 1st and 10, Alabama. They didn't give him the first down, so it's 2nd and 1 from the 44. Tua hands the ball off. Harris runs up the middle with a big gain, and he's going to get the first down and a lot more. Picks up about 7 or 8 yards on the carry there. 1st and 10, Alabama. Yes, it's going to be a long day for the Chickens. I agree. Is the Iowa and Iowa State game on right now, too? Somebody keep me updated on that. All right, 1st and 10. And it's going to be complete to Smith again for another big gain. Picks up about 15 yards on the play. 1st and 10, Alabama. So Tua is 2 for 2 on this drive. It comes on at 4 o'clock. Oh, that's in about 15 minutes. All right, so they're almost in the red zone already from the tweet. That went right through the hands of, looks like that was Smith again. Yeah, it was. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. What's up, Procaccini Productions? How you doing? What do you mean what's wrong with Super Chat? I don't know. Somebody just sent one. 2nd and 10. Tua back to pass. Throws it wide open. Touchdown. Alabama. That was Najee Harris. There was nobody within 10 yards of him. Yeah, it's going to be a long day. I did take Alabama plus 20 or minus 25.5 with the bet now picks. Bobby Durkin's here. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. And Procaccini Productions wants to know, how am I? I'm amazing and fantastic. Reese Ballard, Trevor Lawrence just got hurt warming up. He's not warming up yet, sir. The game's not for another 4 hours. So good try. Yeah, Prince. All right, so the extra point is good. Prince is at the game right now. All right, so let's see what this Gamecock offense looks like with Helinski. It's time to start with the beer. Alabama fans are the nicest fan base I've ever experienced, says Prince 6'1". What's up, Carlos Johnson? How you doing, sir? Zex. Well, I hope you had fun, sir. I hope you had a nice time on here, because your time is up. See you later, bud. What's up, Johnny Red Dot? How you doing, man? Yeah, nice start for you. I think everyone's really interested to see what Helinski looks like compared to Bentley. But here's the problem for Helinski. Your first real test in your second start in your college career is coming against Alabama and Nick Saban. That's not a nice welcome party for a young quarterback. I was impressed with the way he played last week, but that was against Charleston Southern. But he does have a good arm. But he hasn't faced any adversity yet, so we'll see what that looks like. Oh, yeah, thank you. Sorry, I always forget to change the score. You guys have to remind me to do that. Otherwise, it just won't get done. So, yeah, I'll change it. All right, so they kick off. And he goes nowhere with the return. Temple's about to beat Maryland. All right, here we go. We're going to first look at the Gamecock offense here. Ryan Helinski. Where's Bentley at? Has he got his moon boot on? All right, 1st and 10 from the 14. Helinski hands it off. And he gets a good run, picks up about 6. He's still going. Gets the second effort Picks up about 13 yards, 1st and 10. Carolina. That was a strong run there by Brian Edwards. Was that Edwards? Yeah. Damn, he just threw that guy off of him. Nice guy TV. Yeah, the ACC looks bad. I just got done talking about that. There's about 3 good teams in Clemson, and the rest of them are terrible. All right, 1st and 10. He dropped it. Incomplete. He dropped the snap there. Picked it back up and threw a high ball. That's going to be 2nd and 10. Temple beat Maryland. Sheesh. I'm glad I didn't bet on that on my bet now picks. I almost did. All right, so we got a complete pass to the tight end. Picks up about 5. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 5 here. Dennis Wilson with a $10 super chat. Says, Pigskin Pete, Death Valley's days are numbered, sir. We'll see. I think there's a 1st down here. They might call a little bit short. What are they going to do? Who was that? Was that Edwards? 4th and inches. He's going for it. Oh, they gave him the 1st down. CBS doesn't know what happened. They keep changing it from 1st down to 4th. Yeah, see, Maryland, they blew the doors off of Syracuse, but we know now that Syracuse is not that good. But Maryland scored 150 points in their first 2 games. So I guess everyone thought that they were, like a top 10 type team, but clearly they're not if they lost to Temple. So that's why people get a little bit ahead of themselves with these first couple of weeks. You got to sit back and wait, give it 3 or 4 weeks. And before you make your real judgment on some of these teams. Yeah, NC State lost. They're terrible. I'm not surprised. I don't know why they continue to keep Dave Dorian there. He had like 1 good year or something. That was it. So they're reviewing this to see where to spot the ball. I think he's just short. Yeah, he's going to be like a half yard short, just like the guy just said. What's up, Leonard Clemens? If Carolina can beat Alabama, that will help us down the road. Well, yeah, I don't think it matters. I think Clemson's in a position where they really need to win every game. If they do lose a game, it needs to be a very close game, like by a point. And then other teams need to have a loss too. So I don't really look at it that way as far as what other teams do. All right, so they're going to say that the ball is short a couple of inches. So it's going to be 4th and inches. Let's see what they do here. UFC is going to win. I think you mean UCF, but yeah, I think so too. All right, they're going for it. They got 2 tight ends set in there. Helinski keeps it and pitches it. 1st down. Where is Feaster at? Is Feaster hurt or something? I haven't even seen him in the game yet. What's up, Cody? Yeah, I agree. Helinski's got a better potential than Bentley. Bentley was good, pretty good for a freshman when he's a freshman, and he hasn't got any better. As a matter of fact, he regressed. But I blame that on coaching. All right, so another run around the left side, picks up about 5, and then takes out some old dude on the sideline. That dude needs to go to the medical tent. He just leveled that old man. Watch this. Another complete pass, And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage about. We got some yapping going on, some jawing. Getting a little chippy out there. It's going to be third down and about 5, I think. Let's see. No, 3rd and 3. Helinski over the middle. It's tipped, and it's intercepted by Alabama. Flag on the play, though. This is going to be against South Carolina. I think that South Carolina had 12 guys on the field. They did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, shit. No, Alabama had 12 on the field. That's pretty uncharacteristic of a Nick Saban defense to have 12 guys on the field. You don't see that very often. So, the interception turns into a first down because of Alabama's penalty. 1st and 10. There's 10 minutes and 57 seconds left in the first quarter. 7-0 Alabama. Oh, look, Feaster's in. Hand it off to Feaster up the middle, and he runs hard for about 7 yards. Give me 2nd and 3. South Carolina so far is moving the ball and running the ball pretty well. They're playing fast. Helinski, complete pass. First down. That's Nick Muse. Isn't that Tanner Muse's brother? I think it is. 1st and 10. Slant over the middle, complete. First down. Gamecocks. I tell you what. What's up, Danny D-Rock Mahaffey? I think that's how you say it. Shout out Pete from LaGrange, Georgia. Well, shout out to you, sir. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sure if you're here, you're amazing and fantastic. But I already know that you are because you're here. All right. From the 24, Helinski back to pass. Throws it deep down the right side. And I think it's going to be an interference. Should be. He was getting held. Anyway, I don't know. That looked like an interference to me, but they didn't throw a flag. Watch this. Looks like he was holding on to the back of his jersey, pulling him back. Watch right here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hands the ball off to Feaster. And he just goes nowhere. He might have picked up a half a yard there. It's going to be 3rd down. 9 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first quarter here. TJ LSU dad will get to the bottom of this. Yeah. I don't think he's got to the bottom of anything in his life. MCD Sports 4. All right, 3rd and 8. Helinski. He's going to go down. Gets rid of the ball before he goes down. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's going to be 4th down now. And I'm imagining that you're going to see the field goal unit come on the field here. You wouldn't go for it on 4th and 8. And it'll be about a 40-yard field goal or so. The kick is up, and it is good. So South Carolina gets on the board with their first offensive possession. They look pretty good on that possession. So the score is 7-3. Alabama. MCD says he's here to eat crow. I guess you're a Maryland fan, aren't you? Pete, who are your 4 playoff teams as of now? You've got Clemson, Alabama, Oklahoma, and Michigan. I'm with you on the first 3. I have no idea where you're getting Michigan from. Michigan does not look good. Did you watch their game last week? Michigan's the most overrated football program in the past 70 years. And they are again this year. So, no. I'd say maybe Ohio State in that 4th spot. I had Oregon before the season started, but, of course, that was before they lost to Auburn. It's going to be hard for Oregon to get in the playoffs at this point. They're going to have to win out and hope that some other teams lose. So, but, yeah. I'm not sleeping on the Buckeyes. They look good. Yeah, Ohio State looks good. I bet on them every week on my Bet Now picks, and I've won every game. Won today, too. Yeah, I agree. What time's that game come on? I want to watch that game. Wisconsin and Michigan. Yeah, Ohio State's the real deal. And Justin, the only question I had about Ohio State coming into the season was how would Justin Fields look, because they're loaded everywhere else, and he looks great. So I don't know why anybody would be sleeping on Ohio State unless they're just that much of a hater. I believe Michigan's going to lose 4 games this year. 4 games. And what 4 games they are, I don't know. They'll probably lose. Well, they'll lose to Ohio State. We know that. They'll probably lose to Wisconsin. They might lose to Maryland. They could lose to Penn State. I don't know who the 4 are, but I think they'll lose 4. 3 at the least. All right, here we go. And the kick is up, and it's going to be a touchback. Yeah, Michigan fans hate me, and I don't know why, because I've never done anything except for speak the facts. And I guess if you're a Michigan fan, you don't like people telling the truth about your football team. So they all hate me. I agree. Well, I wouldn't say never. Never's a long time, but not anytime soon. What's up, Nick S? Church of Bama's in here. Says, are you going to give us credit this year? I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about give Alabama credit? I don't even know who you're a fan of, sir. And Tua goes down. He's sacked. Let me know who I'm supposed to be giving credit to, and I'll let you know if I'm giving you the credit or not. So. Chase Young, the defensive end for Ohio State, is already a better edge rushing prospect than Myles Garrett was coming out. The dude's insane. Yeah, Ohio State's loaded. They're loaded. They're loaded at every position. All right, 2nd and 14. Tua back to pass. Complete. And he's going to be taken down after maybe a yard gain. We'll see where they spot that. It's 3rd and about 8, I think, for the Tide. Huh? LSU, I meant Bama, sir. Am I going to give credit to LSU? Yes, I just did. Spent 5 minutes talking about them. And when do I never give credit to Alabama? If I gave him any more credit, I may as well put on a friggin' Alabama hat. All right, 3rd and 11. Tua back to pass. And he's sacked for a big loss. Oh, unbelievable. The pressure on Tua. He's got no time. I'll tell you, I know it's early, but this is Tua's kryptonite. He does not do good under pressure, which most quarterbacks don't. It's pouring down rain outside. I hope I don't lose my signal. Urban Cryer is going to end up at the Southern Cal next year. I think most people believe that. All right, so the punt is up, and it looks like a short punt. Where'd that ball go out at? Was that a 20-yard punt? A 10-yard punt? He didn't get the ball back to the line of scrimmage? What did I just see? Was that ball tipped? What just happened? That wasn't even tipped. Or maybe it was. Oh, so South Carolina takes over on the 30-yard line of Alabama. It's pouring outside. Gamecocks are sending the house every play. Yeah, they are. USC and BYU tied at 7. Yeah, that's the. Well, keep giving me updates. I don't want to give you the wrong message here, but I was going to say that's the Who Gives a Crap Bowl. What's up, Nicholas Quick? How long did it take you to think of saying that? You're a genius, sir. OMG, what the F is going on? I know it's still early, but still. Lawrence hasn't looked good so far. My thoughts are he hasn't looked good. He hasn't looked bad. And I'm not worried at all. Well, yeah, it's still early. But you got to give credit where credit's due. And South Carolina came to play. I mean, where were they against North Carolina? I mean, how did they lose to North Carolina? That's what I want to know. So, at the very least, South Carolina should come away from this drive with at least a field goal. They're already on the 30-yard line. But let's see if they can get a touchdown. No, it's a win-win game for me. It's not a lose-lose game. I could care less who wins this game. Christian Ballard must be hitting the sauce a little bit early. It says 31-40. Clemson loses. All right, 2nd and 7, and Helinski gets sacked. I've been to Williams-Brice several times. I mean, it's a nice stadium. Shaped like an upside-down cockroach, though. Javonte Sherman, I can't show the game because they'll take my YouTube channel down. It's a copyright violation. So you're going to have to look at my ugly face instead. 3rd and 13. Helinski throws it up, out of bounds. It's going to be 4th and 13. And so I'm assuming they're going to bring the field goal unit on here. They probably will. Javonte says roll tide. All right, 4th and 13. This is a 51-yard field goal attempt. And they fake it. And he's going to get it and more. He's going to get a touchdown. But I saw a flag. Is this coming back? I think this is coming back. Yeah, it's coming back. Holding. I saw that coming. Well, that just got screwed up because you can't fake it twice. And now you're out of field goal range, dummy. Oh, that was stupid. Yeah, that was definitely a holding. Yeah. That was a good call. So, you can be mad if you want to. Will Muschamp's about to blow a gasket. I don't know if he's mad. If he's mad at the refs or he's mad at the player. I think he's mad at the player. Yeah. All right, 4th and 20. And are they going to still kick the field goal? I don't think they can. No, there's no way they can. Yeah, they got the punter out. So, South Carolina gets a big break, gets the ball on the 30-yard line, starting 1st and 10 on Alabama's 30, and they're walking away with no points out of that. That's an epic fail. All right, the punt is up. And they down it at about the 4-yard line. So good punt and good special teams play by the punt team there. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Alabama from their own 4-yard line. Church of Bama says, we own the refs. We will pay the refs double when we face Clemson. Look, there's not enough money in the world to pay the refs enough to beat Clemson. The best thing South Carolina has ever produced is Caroline Can, the new Carolina Panthers reporter. Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. She's hot. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think Alabama's offense is going to be as good as it was last year. I don't know. They're still Alabama. They didn't forget how to play football from last year. Brian Denny he feels disrespected from the fake field goal this early in the game. Yeah, right. I don't know anything about football because I expected South Carolina to get some points starting at Alabama's 30. You're a genius, sir. You're right. I don't know anything about it. The Alabama offensive line looks vulnerable. They're going to face some tough sledding this year. Yes, that is the problem that I'm seeing so far is definitely their offensive line. And this is the first time they played a legitimate defense this year. That's possible, Cody. LSU could win the West. The Citadel beat Georgia Tech in Atlanta. Hey, but the Gamecocks know all about that because the Gamecocks lost to them a few years ago in Columbia. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 4-yard line. There's 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter here. Tua throws it complete. The Judy, and he's going to pick up about 8. It's going to be 2nd and 2. At least they got out of the away from the end zone there, got out of trouble. Tua's already been sacked twice, and it's only the first quarter. That trend cannot continue if you're an Alabama fan. 20 for the 19-yard line. First and 10, Alabama. Can I wear a scarf like Cam Newton? No, I can't. First and 10. And it's going to be complete. He's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage, though. Najee Harris out of the backfield. Well, Najee Harris was in Javonte, but looks like they're taking him out. He just ran off the field. I'll let you know in a second, Church of Bama. I've got a lot of thoughts on it. I think I know. I talked about it last night on my stream. Second and 10. Tua, complete. Big gain, wide open. He's gone. See you later. Touchdown, Alabama. And that's Ruggs for the big touchdown. No flags that I've seen. Anytime there's a big play, I always look for flags because 90% of the time somebody throws a flag for something. My thoughts on Cam Newton are that he's hurt. And he's clearly hurt. And so I don't blame Cam Newton for all these losses last year and starting this year. I blame the coaches for letting him play instead of getting healthy. Maybe if he wasn't playing hurt, he might get healthy. I'll tell you who I'd fire. Listen, I wanted to fire Ron Rivera 2 years ago. I'm over him. I'm tired of giving this guy time. Ron Rivera, I'm done with him. So there's your problem. It's the head coach, not the quarterback. All right, so touchdown Alabama 14-3. And that's the problem if you're South Carolina is that Alabama can score in a hurry on plays like that. And I wouldn't expect that to be the last time you see that happen today. I would imagine it's going to happen a couple more times before the game's over. Those big plays like that. Give me a second. All right, there we go. All right, guys, if you're new here, thanks for stopping in the stream. My name is Pigskin Pete. I do college football live streams and videos year-round, both here on YouTube and on howardsrock.net right there. So go check that out as well. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, or I don't even care if you hit the like button. Hit something. Just punch one of those buttons. Doesn't really matter which one it is. You hit the thumbs down if you really want to. In the first quarter. Michael Maddox says Syracuse is winning tonight. He must be drunk already. G. Grace. Yeah, look, people want Clemson to lose so bad that it causes physical pain to their stomach. All right, first and 10. Hands the ball off for no gain, or maybe a yard. I know everybody thinks that Syracuse is good. They're not the same Syracuse they were the last couple of years. A complete pass, and it's going to be a first down. Is that Muse again? That Muse kid's he's having a good game so far. All right, first and 10. Helinski's got all day. Big play over the middle, complete. Is that the Edwards? Yeah. Brian Edwards with about a 30-yard completion there. 1st and 10. Gamecocks. Johnny Red Dot coming through with a $5 super chat. Alabama's worst. Justin Ross, lost Justin Ross. Truth. Yeah, that was a big loss for them. All right, 1st and 10. By the way, thank you, Johnny. Helinski's looking good, man. Helinski throws it over to the left again. He went back after the tight end there. I didn't see what his name was. Anyway, 2nd and 10. Incomplete. BYU 10-0 over Southern Cal. 21-0 over Stanford, UCF. All right, Helinski throws it out to his right. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Christian, yes, of course it's a 4-quarter game. When did I say it was not a 4-quarter game? Did I say that it was a 5-quarter game? 3? What did I say? All right. Inside of 2 minutes in the 1st quarter. 3rd and 10. And this is going to be an offsides, I think. Maybe it's a false start. I don't know. Yeah, it's offsides. Nobody moved on the offensive line. Another stupid penalty by Alabama when they had South Carolina on the ropes with a 3rd and long situation. Michael Maddox. I think that's going to be a better game than people think. People think Georgia's just going to blow the doors off of Notre Dame. I don't think that's going to happen. If I had to pick right now, I'd still pick Georgia to win, but I think it's going to be close. 3rd and 5. Helinski, down. Touchdown. That was a hell of a pass and catch. Who was that, Edwards? Who caught that ball? I think it was Edwards. Man, Helinski's making Jake Bentley look like a high school player, which isn't hard to do. Who was that? Oh, that was Smith. Great catch by Smith. Great throw, too. Yeah, he's definitely a lot better than Bentley. And maybe Will Muschamp should have listened to Pigskin and Peete a long time ago. I've been telling him that Bentley's no good. He's a turnover machine. But they don't watch me. They don't care. But maybe they should. Of course, the reason Will Muschamp doesn't listen to me is because if it was up to me, I would have fired him a long time ago. I don't think he's any good either. So I don't blame him. All right, so this is a good game. It is 14-10. The Elephants are leading the Chickens. And I will admit that I am fairly impressed with the way that Carolina's playing right now. But like the genius, I believe it was Christian, told me that it's a 4-quarter game because I didn't know there was 4 quarters in a football game. I just figured that out yesterday. But like he said, there's 4 quarters, and so, yeah. They're going to have to play good for 4 quarters, not just 1 quarter. Air Force 30-23 Colorado. Aaron Short says no more scoring for the Cocks. He predicted 52-10 Alabama, so he needs Alabama to score 52 at this point and South Carolina not to score at all. Noah Wilson, hey man, someone put some graffiti on the wall behind you. You might want to paint over that. Yeah, here's the problem. I'm the one that put the graffiti on the wall. So I'm not going to paint over it. You're welcome to come over and try if you want to. All right, here we go. Kickoff. There is a minute and 49 seconds left, and there's a touchback. Alabama's going to take over at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. What's up, Josh Pinion? Says, go Dogs. Bama played really well for a quarter back in January. I'm not going to even go there. All right, here we go. Tua rolls out to his left, throws it over the middle, incomplete. I don't even know what the hell he's throwing that to. There was nobody within 5 yards of where the ball landed. Am I drinking Natties? No. It's Coors Light. Utah's winning over Idaho State. All right, 2nd down and 10 from the 25. Tua keeps it, throws it, complete again to Smith. Smith's having a good game so far. I think that's like his 5th catch in this first quarter. 1st and 10, Alabama. You're going with the Natties? I'll drink anything. Wear bigger sunglasses the entire game so you can reflect the HD. No. I have a small head to begin with. Yeah, bigger sunglasses. Listen, I already look ridiculous with sunglasses on in the first place. Bigger ones will look even more ridiculous. All right, 1st and 10 from the 43. And he picks up about 4 yards on the carry. 2nd and I want to say it's going to be 2nd and 4. They say picked up 6. Who do I have winning the SEC, Pete? Well, I have a rule that I never pick against Alabama until they prove me otherwise. And that would, most years that would be a good rule to follow. So I'm picking Alabama at this point. But I do believe there's 3 teams that have a shot. I really don't think Auburn's good enough to win the SEC. And so I think the 3 teams are Georgia, Alabama, and LSU. So one of those 3 teams. 2nd and 4. And I don't know what the hell just happened there. There's a flag on the play, though. I'm not even sure the ball got snapped. I said they have a chance, sir. I mean, Christian, who has played you the past 2 years in the SEC championship game? Well, no. I take that back. You only played them last year in the SEC championship game because the year before that you didn't win the West. But Georgia did play in the SEC championship. Anyway, 2nd and 9. Hard to believe that Tua is 8 of 10. It doesn't feel that way. Yes, it doesn't. It feels like he's not having a good game, but he's not playing bad. It's the offensive line that's not playing good. Look, I didn't say I believed in Georgia. What I'm saying is out of all the teams in the SEC, I believe there's only 3 that even have a chance to win it. And those would be Alabama, Georgia, and LSU. I don't believe in Georgia as far as winning anything past winning the East until they can show me that they can pass the ball on a regular basis and do it well. The days of just running the football and playing good defense and winning championships they're over. They've been over for about almost 10 years now. The game has changed, and you've got to pass the ball now. They're not good at overtime either. Yes, Cody, that's a great point. That's where I give a lot of credit to Mumble Mouth Orgeron, is that he's done everything in his power since he's been hired there to change the offense. Les Miles refused to change the offense, and Ed Orgeron, he's been there 3 years now, and he's been through 3 different offensive coordinators. He's doing what he can, and I give him a lot of credit for that. And I think he's found his guy. But the problem is, if you're an LSU fan, it's not this year, but that what do they call him? The passing coordinator, whatever, Joe Brady, the guy that came from the Saints. I think he's going to be a hot commodity on the coaching market at the end of this season, and so he probably won't be at LSU for very long, more than a season or two, most likely. Alabama has the ball right now. It's a commercial. That's the reason I'm not calling it right now. Yes, you're right, Cody. The way to beat Clemson or Alabama or any of these elite teams is to throw on them. I mean, you got to run the ball too, but you've got to be able to pass the ball. You can't be one-dimensional is what I guess I'm trying to say. A 10-year anniversary since Alabama 09 team, the last time they went undefeated and won a title. And 10 years since you moved to Florida. Well, I'm sorry that you had to move to Florida. I know it's tough. I'll be praying for you, sir. Right. Well, yeah, Helinski's already. It's clear he's at least a better passer than Bentley is. Bentley has never been a great passer. He has games here and there where he passes really well. I mean, he had a great game against Clemson last year. They put up 500 yards or whatever it was. But, the other 70% of the time, he's throwing interceptions left and right. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Tua back to pass, and he just dumps it off to the running back. He's got space. He's running across the 40, across the 30, all the way down to about the 20-yard line. Big time play there on a short dump-off play. Well, I hate watching games on CBS. I hate it. 1st and 10 from the 22. I mean, they're in the middle of an exciting game. They're playing hurry up, and they cut to Gary in the studio. No, nobody gives a shit about Gary. I promise. False start against Alabama. All right, so it's 1st and 15 from the 27. Tua keeps it complete over the middle. I think it's Smith again. 1st down. Was that? Did he not catch that ball? Oh, I thought he caught the ball. Anyway, incomplete. Yeah, Gary is an idiot. I can't stand that guy. He needs to retire already. All right, so 2nd and 15. Throws it to Smith again. And he's going to get a 1st down and more. He stays on his feet. Out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal, Alabama. Thanks, Billy, for the updates here. 1st and goal. Tua dumps it off to the left. Complete. And he's going to get just inside the 5. I think he's going to go out of bounds right at about the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal, Alabama. Oh, I got to change the quarter here. I'm going to wait for a second. For anybody who's wondering, it's the 2nd quarter, not the 1st. All right, 2nd and goal. Tua rolls out to his right, throws it into the corner of the end zone. Almost intercepted. That should have been intercepted. He just dropped it. That was a bad pass by Tua. That really could have been a touchdown if he'd have placed it right. He's open. He's wide open. He just threw it short. What's up, Slim Shady Canes? Good afternoon. I'm sure if you're here, you're amazing and fantastic. Welcome to the stream, sir. 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. Timeout. Boom Chickens. All right. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody for hanging out with me today on this fine, fine Saturday afternoon to watch college football and to watch the South Carolina Boom Chickens try to upset the Alabama Elephants. That's a hell of a stat. Alabama is 100% scoring offense in the red zone this season so far. 3rd and goal. That's a weird formation. Anyway, Tua throws it into the end zone. Caught by Smith, but I think he's out of bounds. Out of bounds. Yeah, he came down definitely out of bounds there. Oh, wow. So his feet would have came in bounds, but the South Carolina's player's foot knocked his foot out of bounds. That was wild. Anyway, so it's 4th and goal now, and Alabama's going to kick a field goal, we think, unless they try to fake it. And they do, and it's good. So it'll be 17-10. Elephants. That was a good save. I would consider that a win by South Carolina's defense to not let them score there. Because they were 1st and goal from the 5-yard line, and to hold them to 3 points, I would consider that a win if I was a chicken. Thank God I'm not. So here we are, guys, in the 2nd quarter. There's about 13 minutes left in the 2nd quarter here, and it's an exciting game so far. A lot more exciting than many people thought it was going to be, including myself. But I'll take it. What's up, Sarah Small? Says, Roll Tide, go Bama. Welcome, Sarah. 3-0 Iowa over Iowa State. The game is delayed, I'm assuming, because of bad weather, which does not surprise me in Iowa. I'd be looking out for tornadoes if I were them. Aaron Short, Tua is going to smoke Trevor this go around. Sir, Aaron, I hate to break the news to you, sir. You're already looking ahead to Clemson, and you're struggling right now with South Carolina, sir. Focus on the task at hand. If you can't get past South Carolina, there's no way in hell you're getting past Clemson. So just focus. Stay focused on the task at hand. Billy says Louisville 7-0 over Western Kentucky. Yeah, I believe Clemson will win big time tonight too. I'd say by 30 or so. All right, here we go. Oh. What's up, Joe Carr? Joe Carr says, that's okay. When a tiger meets the elephant, I see a massacre. I don't know. If they end up playing each other again this year, I think that it's very slim chances you're going to see another blowout like you saw last year. But I still think Clemson's a better team right now. We'll see, though. All right, 1st and 10. All right, Helinski with the fake handoff. Throws it deep, and he's got a man. Oh, he just overthrew him. He was open. He just overthrew him. 2nd and 10. I'll tell you what, man. Alabama's defense is underwhelming so far today. They're not getting a lot of pressure or penetration. Helinski's had a lot of time for the most part back there. Oh, quick pass, and it was tipped and almost intercepted. Anyway, 3rd and 10. And that's on the receiver because Helinski hit him right in the numbers. It just bounced right off his chest. All right. Complete pass to the tight end, I think, or was that Muse? That was a tight end. So they came up just short of the 1st down here. It's going to be 4th and about a yard, I think. So they have a decision to make. I think they're going to probably punt it. I would. They're not in good enough field position to think about going for it here. 4th and 2, anyway. So, yeah, they're going to punt. Yeah, well, people get sick of seeing Alabama and Clemson play because they're not Alabama or Clemson fans. Of course, Alabama and Clemson fans don't get sick of seeing it. I mean, that goes without saying. The kick is up. There's a flag on the play. Before the ball even hit the ground, the flag was thrown. So I'm assuming this is going to be against the game chickens, the boom chickens, the coots, the cocks, whatever you want to call them. Unless it's offsides from Alabama. I don't know. I think this might be against Alabama. Oh. All right. It's against South Carolina. So they're going to push him back and make him punt the ball again. That's too bad because they downed that ball all the way on the 1 yard line. So that's a big time penalty for South Carolina. They had Alabama all the way down on the goal line basically. Now they got to re-kick it. Vodka drinker. Come on, Pete. South Carolina had first and 10 from Bama's 30 after that punt, and South Carolina got 0 points. Yeah. When did I say any different? The Z-Bros apparently knows how to type the word L a lot of times. I'm glad you found that key on your keyboard. All right, the punt is up, and it's received around the 15-yard line. And it's going to be a big return. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds about the 35-yard line. The Z-Bros is obviously drunk or high or both. He figured out how to use the L on his smartphone or his keyboard. And then he all of a sudden thinks that Syracuse is going to beat Clemson tonight. You're 13. Well, you probably shouldn't be here then. How many seasons of Survivor do people really need to see? Is that show still on? I didn't even know. That tells you how much I care about Survivor. I didn't even know that show was still on. I thought that show went off the air a long time ago. Look, I literally don't watch anything on TV anymore other than sports, pretty much. So, I mean, the news is depressing, and you already know what they're going to say before they say it, depending on which channel you're watching. It just sucks the intelligence right out of your brain within 5 minutes. And most of these network shows are terrible. Netflix, of course, I do like some HBO shows and stuff like that, but yeah, I mean, TV for the most part is no good. Sports, and more sports, and of course some TV shows. UFC is good, yeah. All right. So what's going on here? There's clearly a holding there, and I guess Gary's mad they didn't call it or something. I don't know what Gary's problem is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It is 1st and 10. 11 minutes and 52 seconds left here in the first half. And Tua dumps the ball off. And he's taken down for a big loss on the screenplay. About a 5-yard loss there. I'll tell you what, man. Alabama's offensive line is just not looking good. Second and 13. That was a 3-yard loss. 2nd and 13. Empty backfield, Tua in the shotgun. We got 5 receivers. Tua throws it over the middle, complete. He's wide open. I saw him wide open for the... Anyway. It's still going to be a 3rd down. Let's see where... It's going to be 3rd and 8. Alabama equals God. Well, then God got smacked by 44-16 last year. Sorry. It didn't work out too good for God last year, did it? 3rd and 8. Tua back to pass. Complete. 1st down and more to Smith. Smith is having a huge game today. I'd like to see his stats. Somebody pull up his stats. Smith, the receiver for Alabama. He's got to have at least 8 catches. so far. He's their go-to guy right now. Yeah, that rooster. Have you ever been there, Cody, to the upside down cockroach stadium? That rooster constantly throughout the game. I mean, you'll be hearing it in your sleep later that night. It's so annoying. 1st and 10. And he's going to hand the ball off to Harris, runs up the middle for about 2 yards. Yeah, it's listen. In all honesty, it's a nice stadium and everything, but yeah, I don't. Whatever you want to call their traditions. I don't know if you call them traditions, but the sandstorm thing is the most retarded thing ever. Jumping up and down to a techno song. Sorry, that's not intimidating at all. And the rooster call is terrible too. 2nd and 6. They give it back to Harris. He gets about 3 yards. It's gonna be 3rd and 3. So under 9 minutes to go in the first half here, 3rd and 3. This is a big 3rd down for the Gamecocks. And he's going to hand the ball off, and they stop him at the line of scrimmage. Big time stop. That's what I was just saying. That's a big time 3rd down for the Gamecocks defense, because that's going to keep them out of field goal range. And that's a huge stop. Huge. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they went for it here. I think they are. They're going for it. They're going for it. So, 4th and 3 from the 43-yard line. Tua. Back to pass. He's got all day. Throws it complete for a 1st down and more to Najee Harris. Harris breaks a tackle. What the hell was that? He leaps over somebody else. Oh, my God. What a play by Harris. That was unbelievable. He threw the first guy down, jumped over the second guy. Yeah. That's a Sports Center highlight right there. Watch this play, man. That dude was not going to be denied. This number 8 right there. How do you not make that tackle? Bro, you got to wrap him up, man. That's bad tackling for you. How are you going to try to tackle a guy who outweighs you by probably 70 pounds at the shoulders? That's coaching, folks. Hit him wrap up his legs so he can't run. Why would you try to hit him high like that? You got to be kidding me. Listen, I'll give all the credit to Harris. That was a badass play, but that tackle should have been made. Bad tackling. Looked like a Big 12 defender out there trying to make that tackle. Pitiful. That's the difference between good teams and great teams, or bad teams and average teams, is tackling. Right. 24-10. The Elephants over the Chickens in the second quarter. I'd like to thank all the people who are just now stopping in. Joe Gonzalez says, "You sucks." Well, judging from your grammar, sir, so do you. Charles Foster Kane, tackling was ignorant. Yes. That is right. Leonard Clemens says, Williams Bryce sucks. I would have to agree. Yeah, Nick, that is really the surprise of this game. Other than South Carolina's offense is playing pretty well too, is their run defense is really good. Now, that play there wasn't too good, but that was a pass play. Joe Gonzalez says, "I love your show." Well, thank you, sir. I'm glad that somebody does. You're welcome anytime. In Spain, sucks means great. Is that true? Well, that sucks then. Cody says, "I bet Carolina jackpot is furious right now." I don't know why I'd be furious. Listen, South Carolina is playing a lot better than most people thought they would. If I were him, I'd be happy at what I'm looking at so far. All right, here we go. There's 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in this first half here. 24-10, elephants over chickens. And we'll see if the Gamecocks can keep it interesting here. If they were able to score here, that would definitely keep it interesting, for sure. Yeah, I'm with you, Aaron. All right, 1st and 10. And Helinski dumps it off with a short pass, and he's going to pick up. He made something out of nothing there and picked up about 5 or maybe even 6. So he's 2nd and 4. Yeah, he picked up about 6 yards there. 2nd and 4, Carolina. Michigan State is tied with Arizona State. Ugh. All right, 2nd and 4. Hands the ball off. And again, I don't know why he got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe. So 3rd and 4. Haven't seen a whole lot of Feaster in this game, and I'm not sure what's going on with that. When he's been in the game, he's been the most explosive running back they have, but he's never in there. Helinski, screen pass back to the line of scrimmage again. 3rd and 5. 4th down. What was that? A poor old Feaster was not the starter at Clemson, so he transferred to South Carolina. He was a starter for 1 week, and then they made him the 2nd string or 3rd string guy again. I mean, this guy cannot catch a break, can he? I guess that's just a lesson to everybody that the grass is not always greener on the chicken side. All right, Johnny, go charge that iPad, sir. Oh, it's another fake punt. And he jukes him. Not going to get it, though. What was that? That was ugly. This reeks a little bit of desperation to me. It's the 2nd fake in the first half. Yeah. He broke curfew. Are you being serious or making a joke? I doubt that he's played the game. I mean, he's played in this game. He's just not playing the majority of the snaps. I'm talking about Feaster here. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Alabama. On top of that, Alabama incomplete. Nope, flag comes out. They're going to call a pass interference against South Carolina. On top of that, why would you do a fake? First of all, you're only down 14 points, which is a miracle in itself. And then you do a fake on your own 30-yard line? Christian Ballard. That's like saying then Alabama wouldn't be in the playoff conversation either, because Clemson's as good or better than Alabama, sir. So do you realize how ridiculous that sounds, what you're saying? I'm sure it doesn't, but it should. To anybody with any brains whatsoever. Well, college football maniac, that's your coach. That's your coach. That's Will. I know Will Muschamp doesn't call the offensive plays, but believe me, he made that call. 1st and 10. And Alabama's going to pick up about 5. Flag on the play. Thank you. I'm telling you guys, Will Muschamp is not a good coach. He's not a good head coach. I've been saying it for years, and it's not going to change. And they say, well, he's got talent. He's recruiting well. Well, then that makes it even worse. If you have all the talent, you're recruiting well, and you're still losing to North Carolina and Virginia, then it's coaching. 1st and 25, and he's going to pick up maybe about 10. And we got some extracurricular activities, a lot of chippiness going on out here. Seems like every play now that there's some pushing and shoving going on. What's up, Clemson Carson? How you doing, sir? 2nd down and 20. Inside of 5 minutes. Tua back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, throws it. Almost intercepted. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 20. I know the score is what it is, but I'm still giving credit to South Carolina's defense. They're playing pretty well for the most part. They've given up a couple of big plays and had a couple of stupid penalties, but 24-10. I think that's a win. And if they could stop them here, 3rd and 20, and there's 4 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the second quarter, that'd be a big win for South Carolina. Tua back to pass. He's got all day. Throws it complete over the middle to Najee Harris. Get him this time. They tackle him well short of the 1st down on the 20-yard line. And I expect to see the field goal unit come out and try to make it 27-10. Clock continues to run inside 4.5 minutes. What's up, Donnie Shepard? How you doing? Parrish McWater says all in. Parrish has the right idea. Go Tigers. All right, so here's the field goal from 37 yards. The kick is up, and he missed it. He missed the 37-yard field goal. So that's another big defensive win for South Carolina. If South Carolina can only figure out a way not to screw up an offensive opportunity, they might actually have a chance. Anyway, it's 24-10, and the Boom Chickens will take over at their own 20-yard line with about 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Well, first of all, this whole argument about going undefeated is that's a non-argument, because it's very hard for any team to go undefeated, no matter which league they play in. So we can go ahead and talk about that. I don't think that Clemson would just run through the SEC and be undefeated every year. But for anybody to pretend as if somehow if they were in the SEC they wouldn't be competing for championships, I don't know what you're watching. I don't care if they played in the Arena League. All you have to do is watch the games and who they play and who they beat every year. Yeah. Well, Charles went undefeated in his backyard water polo, and that is impressive. I'll tell you why. First of all, the main reason it's impressive is that Charles has a pool. So that's more than I got. I don't have a pool. And if he's got an in-ground pool, he's real high class. Well, what's the joke? It won't be an Alabama game without kicker missing the field goal or extra point. That's true. DeGoat Watson. Christian wants to know how can you tell there's been a Clemson fan in your backyard? I don't know. They spray painted 44-16 on your deck. Yeah, what's the answer? I don't know. All right, 1st and 10. And it's a complete pass. Flag on the play. The trash is what? The garbage is gone and your dog's pregnant. Is that supposed to be funny? All right, flag on the play. Offsides against Alabama. Roughing the passer against Alabama. What is going on? Alabama's having a minor meltdown. There's been a ton of Alabama mental mistakes today. So it's going to be an automatic first down for the Boom Chickens. Flags are fake. Are you one of these people that thinks the earth's flat, Christian? I bet you do. You probably think the earth's flat, don't you? 1st and 10. Helinski throws it. Oh, what the hell? Anyway, incomplete. That did not look like it felt good when he landed. What is going on here? Is there another flag? So it's taken 5 minutes to play 3 seconds of game time because there's a flag on every play. Jeez. All right, 1st and 15. Helinski dumps it out to the right. Bad pass, but it's complete. That was not a good pass. Anyway, he didn't get anything. Maybe a yard. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm just calling the game like I see it. All right, 2nd and 11. Helinski back to pass. Throws it over the middle. And it bounced right off his chest. Incomplete. That was come on, dude. You got to make that catch. That would have been a first down at the 50-yard line. Another flag on the play. Good Lord. Offsides on Alabama. Good Lord. Automatic first down. 1st and 10, South Carolina. Just inside of 3.5 minutes left in the second quarter here. Helinski hands the ball off to Feaster. Feaster finds a hole and it only picks up about 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 8. 3rd and 4. Sorry. Yeah, there's been at least 15 flags thrown in this first half, at least. All right, 3rd and 4. From the 41. Helinski back to pass. Complete, and we'll see where if they give him forward progress or not. He caught the ball at the first down marker. Well, they're going to give it to him. I think that's actually a fair spot. He was right on the first down marker when he caught the ball, and then they knocked him backwards. Yeah, I think that's a first down. It's really close, though. It's hard to say. But they call it a first down, so 1st and 10. And they pitches it, an end around, and he trucks somebody and picks up another first down. Somebody's helmet got knocked off. Brian Edwards is a grown man. Big time first down by the Boom Chickens. Helinski hands the ball off to Feaster again. Feaster dances up at the middle, picks up about 7 yards. And he gets up holding his wrist and comes off the field. All right, 2nd and 4. There's inside of 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Helinski back to pass. He's got all day. Throws it down the right sideline. Nobody's open. Throws it out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd and 4. That wasn't catchable. It might have been interference, but it wasn't catchable. I'll tell you what. Who had the ball first? Alabama had the ball first in the first half, right? So if South Carolina can score here and get the ball back in the second half, that'd be a huge momentum swing for South Carolina. All right, 3rd and 4. Helinski back to pass. Complete over the middle for a first down and more inside the 30-yard line to about the 27. 1st and 10, Chickens. They're playing quick. Helinski back to pass again. Complete on the left sideline. And he's going to break a tackle inside the 20 down to about the 16, 1st and 10. Again for the Gamecocks. Alabama's defense does not look good today. Not at all. So the clock continues to run. No, it doesn't. Sorry, the clock has stopped because he went out of bounds. 1 minute and 24 seconds, 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Helinski rolls out to the right. Complete to the tight end, who drags a player all the way down to about the 2. 1st and goal, South Carolina. I can't even believe what I'm seeing right now. South Carolina looks like they want the game. Well, I know that they're down by 2 touchdowns, but look like they're playing harder. Is Nick Saban pacing? Yes. He is. Hand the ball off up the middle, touchdown, South Carolina. They haven't called the signal yet, though. They haven't said what it. The clock is still running. Oh, damn, that's close. I don't think his knee touched, though. What was that? Why didn't they call a timeout? You've got to be kidding me. I don't think his knee was down. I think that was a touchdown, but his knee never touched the ground, I don't think. It's close, though. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. They snapped the ball like a dumbass. This Will Muschamp for you. Will Muschamp. The guy's an idiot. I don't think his knee was down, but it's hard. It doesn't matter. 3rd and goal. They're all the way down. It's like on the half-yard line here. But the South Carolina Gamecocks are doing their best impression of Norv Turner and the Carolina Panthers and doing trick plays from the half-yard line. And wasted an entire down by doing that, by the way. So now, anyways, 3rd and goal. There's 19 seconds left here. If I'm them, I'm not kicking a field goal here. After running the length of the field like that, this is a 2-down territory as far as I'm concerned. I'm not leaving. I'm leaving with 0 points or 7 or 6, whatever. It ain't going to be 3. Lou Patton in the house. Yeah, Bama's going to have to get it together is right. Carolina's going to Carolina. Yeah. I just want to remind you that this is the same team that lost to North Carolina. 3rd and goal, lost 3 yards on the play. What are they doing? If South Carolina doesn't score here, well, they're going to kick a field goal, I guess. They deserve to lose this game. Will Muschamp is a complete joke and loser. This is all on Will Muschamp. Muschamp does suck. I don't see why these guys still like me. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the Gamecock fans don't like him or something. I don't know. They've always defended him. I wouldn't be defending that guy if I was a Gamecock fan. I'd want him out of here yesterday. Yeah, Wake Forest is undefeated. Virginia looks really good. That's probably Duke is decent, but yeah. They're going for it on 4th down. 4th and goal. There's 6 seconds left. Helinski rolls out to the right. Passes it into the corner. Incomplete. No points. Big fat loss for the Gamecocks on that one. How demoralizing is that? They just ran the entire length of the field and came away with 0 points again. All right. Clemson fans are toxic. Yeah, we're toxic to chickens. You're right, sir. All right, anyway, guys, I got to I'm taking a break during halftime, so I'll be back in about 10 minutes. So, do what you got to do. You can stay in here and chat if you want. You can go walk your dog, smoke a cigarette, take a leak, eat a sandwich. I don't care what it is, but I'll be back in about 10 minutes. So I'll see you then. But I'm not turning the stream off. All right, guys, I'm back. Thanks for holding. And I think halftime's about over. Let's go over the bet now picks that I made on Wednesday. I took Ohio State minus 16, so I won that. I did take Alabama minus 25.5, so we'll see if that holds out or not. I took Duke tonight at minus 7, and they're playing against Middle Tennessee State. I took Virginia minus 7.5 against Florida State. That's tonight as well, which I'm very surprised that that's only 7.5 point game because Florida State is awful. And I took Oklahoma minus 23 against UCLA. I think Oklahoma's probably going to win that game by 40 or more. UCLA is awful. The game's in UCLA, but I wouldn't be surprised if Oklahoma had more fans at that game than UCLA did. Then I did a crazy parlay for like $15 or something to win $450 or something, or $400. And I can't even remember who I picked in that now. I'll have to go back and look. My takeaway from this game so far is I'm impressed with South Carolina on both sides of the ball, really. Their offense looks like a completely different offense with Helinski in there compared to Jake Bentley. But this game should be a lot. I mean, based on the way that the two teams are playing, I'd say this game should be probably at minimum 24-17. And just some bad coaching calls. First of all, that fake punt that they did that didn't work, that was bad. They did two. They did a fake field goal and a fake punt. Neither one of them worked. And then, of course, that play calling down there on the goal line at the end of the game, at the end of the first half, I mean, they should have scored a touchdown there, but they didn't. So 24-10 is where we stand. Jesse Stacy says, I guess that happened from time to time. When are they the only team in the SEC to be relevant for the past 12 years? Somebody got to carry the league. Nobody else can seem to do it. I'm assuming he's talking about Alabama. Donnie Shepard. There's been several SEC teams to win the title in the last 15 years. Yes, there has. There's been Auburn. Well, in the past 15 years, you got Auburn, LSU, and Alabama. I haven't seen him. College Football Maniac makes a good point, says you need to get Joyner up in this game. Haven't seen him at all. And I'm still trying to figure out why that Feaster is not the featured back in this game. He's only played maybe 10 snaps. And maybe only had 5 carries in the first half. As far as I can tell, he's the best back on the team. So I can't figure out why they're not using him more. Northwestern is struggling with UNLV. A lot of teams are struggling with nobodies today, or this week, really, both last night and today. Obviously, Maryland losing to Temple. Georgia Tech losing to Citadel. Boston College last night lost to nobody as well. Kansas, of all teams. Jeez, Yeah, Georgia Tech is awful. I mean, did anybody expect Georgia Tech to be good this year, though? They've got a bunch of triple option players, and they're trying to run a traditional offense. It's going to take them a while to be any good. Neto says Clemson is still better. Look, Clemson is better until anybody can prove different. I don't care what league they play in. It doesn't matter. So I agree. I don't know who Kevin Harris is. The Mormons are tied with the Trojans at 17. Yeah, the Pac-12 does not look very good this year. Washington, they lost last week to a bad team. It's pretty much Oregon's conference to win. I guess Utah can, they might have something to say about that. But Oregon is far and away the best team in the Pac-12. Arizona State 3-0 over Michigan State. The people were telling me before the season started that Michigan State was going to be good this year. I don't know where they're getting that from or what made them think that. But, okay. All right, so here we are, guys. Looks like the second half is about to start. And South Carolina gets the ball to start, which would have made it that much more important for them to actually score some points at the end of last half. And the kick is up. It's going to be returned. Crosses the 10, and he gets to about the 18-yard line. 1st and 10, Chickens. And it looks like a Gamecock player is hurt. I can't figure out for the life of me why they keep giving these low spreads for Ohio State. Last week, Ohio State was only favored by 16. They won 42-0, I think. And then this week, against Indiana, they were only favored by 16 or 15, and they won big. I don't know why Vegas keeps giving them such a low point spread. As long as they continue to do that, I'm going to continue to ride the Ohio State train and bet my bet now money on them because they're blowing everybody out. UCF 38-7 over Stanford. I'm not surprised about that at all. All right, 1st and 10 from the 19. And they hand the ball off. Big run. And he breaks 2 tackles. He keeps running. Big time run there. About a 20-yard gain by the Gamecocks. 1st and 10. Across the 40-yard line. If I'm Alabama, I'm very worried about both the offensive and defensive line in this game. Helinski complete to the tight end for about 9 yards. 2nd and 1. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what this flag's for. I have a feeling this is going to be against the Gamecocks. We'll see. It's on. It's against Alabama. That's is somebody keeping track of the flags here? I would say that's at least the 7th or 8th penalty against Alabama so far in this game, and the second half has just started. It's very uncharacteristic of Alabama to have this many flags. Anyway, 2nd and 1, and he's going to pitch it. 1st down and more. Cross the 35, cross the 40. Taken down at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Gamecocks. Yeah. And we have an Alabama player shaking up here. I don't see who that is. Doesn't look good, though. Number 99. It looks like it might be a knee or his knee or something. That's never good. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Let's see if I can see what happened to him. Right there, number 99. Maybe it's his shoulder. I didn't see anything with his knee. I don't know. He's walking off, though. Looks like it might be his shoulder, not his leg. That's Raekwon Davis. First and 10. Hand the ball off again. Another big run play. And he's going to make it to the 1st down, I think. They might spot him just short. But they're averaging. They've got to be averaging about 10 yards per carry tonight. South Carolina is. Yeah, they don't. They just don't look good. 2nd and 1. Helinski throws a screen pass, complete, and he's going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 1. So this is a huge 3rd down for both teams right here, because they're in field goal range. Be a long field goal, but so from the 31, quarterback sneak. 1st down, Helinski. What's up, Slim Shady Canes? Shady's back again. South Carolina is playing very fast. They're playing a hurry-up offense. That's their third first down on this drive. 1st and 10. Gamecocks from the 29. Helinski back to pass. Throws it. Complete. Inside the 10. 1st and goal. Gamecocks. Wow. I'm impressed with Helinski so far. And he's going to hand it off to Brian Edwards, I think. No, sorry, that was Smith. 2nd and goal. He picked up about 3 yards on that play. Yeah, Helinski looks good. Slim Shady Canes is rooting for the Boom Chickens. Rankings mean nothing, real Gamecock boy. Sorry to tell you. I've been telling you the rankings mean nothing. 2nd and goal. And big time loss on the play. Big time play by Alabama on that one, finally. So it's going to be 3rd and goal, but they're it's really about about the 15-yard line. So it's 3rd and goal from the 15 for South Carolina. Sorry, this is from the 10-yard line. I don't know. They must have given them forward progress. It was 3rd and goal from the 10. Timeout. Chickens. Yeah, believe me, the rankings don't mean anything. Alabama is ranked number 2 because they're Alabama. But they haven't played or beat anybody this year to give them that ranking. They're playing a team now who is a Power 5 team, and they're not looking too hot. Hound Dog says they've owned my Vols for over a decade. I still hate them more than anyone else we're competitive with. F Alabama. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, man? Andrew's excited because they're playing UCLA tonight. And they're going to blow the doors off of Chip Kelly and the UCLA Bruins. You're not excited? Well, Aaron, everybody hates Alabama because they're Alabama, just like everyone hates Clemson now. When you're Alabama or Clemson, everyone wants you to lose every week. That's the way it goes. Michigan plays Wisconsin today. Yeah, they do. They play them tonight, I think. It's like 8 o'clock. Yes, we play Notre Dame in South Bend next year. Yes, we do. Well, Slim Shady Canes, most people do, though. You know. People hate the people who are on top. It's just, that's a natural order of things. Choppa K, LSU's going to ruin Bama's defense if they play like this. I agree. 100%. 3rd and goal. 11 and a half minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 24-10. The Elephants over the Chickens. Oh, you got Tavian Feaster is in the game. Helinski back to pass. Rolls out to the left. Throws it incomplete. I don't know what he was trying to do there. I think the intended receiver was Feaster. So it's going to be 4th down now. They'd be stupid not to kick a field goal here. They should have kicked the field goal at the end of the last half, and then they'd be in much better position. But anyway, they didn't. So they're going to bring out the field goal unit. If they try to do a fake field goal here, that'd be stupid. So this is a 28-yard field goal attempt. And the kick is up and the kick is good. So the score is going to be 13-24. Elephants over the Chickens. And like I've said 100 times today, the score is not really indicative of the way this game has gone. Honestly, South Carolina has looked like the better team for the majority of this game. But it is what it is. It doesn't matter how you look. The only thing that matters is the score. So. It feels like it's been about an hour since we've seen Tua and this Alabama offense on the field because you know what? It has been about an hour in real time. Sports in the Bay Area says he's back. What's good? Everything's good, sir. Sorry store. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you've got to be happy that the way your team is playing that the Chickens only have as many points as they have. Yes, I do. Yeah, a sports in the Bay Area, I think they will. It'd be stupid not to. They don't have a quarterback. So if I were the Dolphins, I would definitely, if I had the first pick, I would definitely take Tua if I were them. Okay. Well, the good news is if you're at the game, the sun is going down, so the 7th circle of hell heat is going to, it's going to go from 1,000,000 degrees to only about 1,000. So that's good news. Oh, wait, just wait. Unless Tua lights the second half up, just wait. Alabama fans, they're going to hear that Tua's washed up and he sucks and blah, blah, blah. They've been saying the same thing about Trevor Lawrence the past 2 weeks, too. Anyway, the kick is up, touchback. So Alabama's going to take over at their own 25. 11 and a half minutes left in the third quarter. Real Gamecock boy says South Carolina is no pushover. Well, they're clearly not a pushover. But yeah, you lost to North Carolina, sir. There's no getting away from that. Now, I'll give you credit if you beat Alabama. Believe me, I will. 1st and 10. Tua. Back to pass, throws it. Incomplete, and I don't know. Tua doesn't look. He looks a little off today. That's like maybe the 3rd or the 4th pass that he's missed an open receiver. Something's not right with him today. I don't know if he's just having an off day or if something else is going on. Somebody said Clemson 676 that he feels like the refs are screwing Carolina. Yeah, I don't know about that. 2nd and 10. Screen pass. And Smith's going to pick up about 5. He has been the go-to guy today for the Tide. He's made all the big plays pretty much, with the exception of Najee Harris' touchdown run. But anyway, good tackle there by South Carolina. 3rd and 5. Tua rolls out to his left, throws it, complete. 1st down and more, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 50-yard line. And that was Ruggs. So 1st and 10, Alabama. Yeah, and the minute that I heard that Jake Bentley had a broken foot or ankle or leg or whatever he broke, maybe he might have broke his vagina, I don't know. I told you that's his last snap at South Carolina, and he's definitely going to transfer now because they're not going to bench Helensky for him. Tua hands the ball off. Najee Harris runs for 10, 11 yards, 1st and 10, Alabama. So from the 42, Tua passes over the middle, complete to Smith again, and he's gone. That's a touchdown. Touchdown, Alabama. Smith is balling out today. I'm assuming they must be doubling Judy and Waddle, and that's leaving the Smith kid open, and he's just having a field day today. Somebody look up his stats for the game. Smith. He's having a huge day. And Tua is quietly having a good game, really, statistically. And the extra point is up, and the extra point is good. 31-13, Elephants over the Chickens. Christian says that Alabama has the best offense and quarterback. You said that last year, sir. And that didn't turn out to be true, did it? So, I don't believe you. Y'all lost to Syracuse. You can't shame us for losing to North Carolina. First of all, we lost to Syracuse and won the national championship that year, sir. First of all, that was 2 years ago. You've lost 3 consecutive games to ACC schools. You lost 28-0 to Virginia in a bowl game, and then you lost to North Carolina this year in the first game. Comparing Clemson to loss to Syracuse 2 years ago to the Gamecock losses over the past 125 years is a null and void argument. But you can make whatever makes you feel better, sir. You guys are delusional, which is not surprising. Seven catches, 125 yards. There you go. He is the MVP of the game so far, Smith. I never said that Trevor was unbeatable. I'm not you. You're the one that was running around last year saying that Alabama was the best team in the history of football last year, and that Clemson, since they played in the ACC, they were going to get destroyed by Alabama and get exposed, and then we saw what happened. So nobody believes you anymore, including me. So Ruggs has over 100 yards, and so does Smith. And what is Judy? Judy only has like 1 or 2 catches, doesn't he? Yeah. All right, so the kickoff is up. He's going to return it, and he's not going to get anywhere. He gets taken down around the 11-yard line. Big time stop there for Alabama. Pete, did you ever question Sweeney playing Watson while he was hurt, and then you lost him for the season? We never lost Watson for a season. I don't know what you're talking about. He played every season. He might have missed one game his entire college career, so I don't know what you're saying. One catch for 8 yards. Vodka Drinker, that was the last game of the year, sir, and he was back the first game of the next year. He never missed any time. So, 1st and 10. Helinski, over the middle, incomplete. We be back beating y'all again. Watch. Sir, the series is 42-4. We have 24 conference championships and 3 national championships. Beating us again at what? Women's basketball? Stop it. 2nd and 10. Feaster picks up about 4 yards. Yeah. Yes, that Gamecock just said they'll beat us. They scored 13 points against Alabama, and now they think they're winning the national championship or something. 3rd and 6. Helinski. Wide open. Complete. Across the 30. About the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. Chickens. I'm not going to even read. Well, Alabama has Joe Namath. If you want to talk about entire history, I don't know. I guess you'd have to say. I mean, Joe Namath is an NFL Hall of Famer, so I guess you'd have to say them. Yeah, Alabama's got the history. Quarterback, for sure. 2nd and 10. And is that Feaster? I think it was. No, Dowdle. So they picked up about 6 yards on the play there. 3rd and 4 maybe coming up. The Panthers aren't going to draft Trevor Lawrence. Please don't get me depressed with the Panthers talk. All right, 3rd and 3. Complete. 1st down, Chickens. With the quick pass from Helinski to Edwards. Edwards is a grown man. It's too bad he plays for the Chickens because he's a really good player. Yes, fire Ron Rivera. I agree. First and 10. Helinski back to pass. Fumble! And Bama's going to pick it up. Turnover by Helinski. And that is what you call a rookie mistake there by him. He didn't protect the ball. And, yeah. So that's the first turnover from Helinski today. Yes, hire me as the coach for the Panthers. The first thing I would do would be bench Cam Newton until he's 100% healthy. Simple. I don't know why that's so hard to do, but they can't seem to do it. First and 10. Alabama, and this game is listen. If Alabama scores a touchdown here, then this game is it's pretty much over. I think. I don't know if South Carolina is built to come back from that big of a deficit. It's getting reviewed. Yeah, well, I guess they're going to say his arm maybe was coming forward, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. And it looks like it might be. Let's see here. Yeah, no, that's a fumble. His hand wasn't going forward. Yeah, they confirmed it. Alabama ball. Asking what Cam Newton wears is an endless battle you'll never win. I don't care if he wears a tutu or a dress to the press conferences, as long as he wins football games. First and 10. I can't stand Gary. Tua throws a screen. Complete. Oh, look at that juke. First down, Alabama. Jerry Jeudy is... Yes. Slim Shady Canes, you know what the problem is? Is that I think that Tampa Bay is just going to is going to win just enough games to not have a top, 2 or 3 pick in the draft. And so they won't get him. The Dolphins are worse than the Bucks are. So there's 7 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. First and 7. From the 50. Hands the ball off. First down and more. And I thought that was Harris, but it's not. It's Robinson. And they hand the ball off again. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. Second and 7. Yes, that seems to be what Alabama does. Is let these teams hang around for the first couple of quarters and then blow them out. It depends. It depends, man. It depends on if Cam's healthy. If he's not healthy, they might not win a football game at all. Second and 7. Another handoff. Runs up the middle. Picks up about 5. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Listen, if South Carolina has any delusions of getting back in this game, they've got to stop them on this third down right here. This is a huge third down for South Carolina. Yeah, I don't see them extending Winston's contract unless, I mean, why would they? I can't see paying Jameis Winston over $30 million a year. That'd be the stupidest thing they could ever do. 3rd and 2. Huge play. And he's going to keep it. And I don't know what happened. So Tua's out of the game. Oh, he's coming back in now. Are they calling that a first down? It's close. I don't know, man. You guys think he got that? They gave it to him. 1st and 10. Game over, I think. I think that's the end of the game. Well, unless there's a turnover or something here. It's probably over anyway, but First and 10. Tua's back in. He's back to pass. He's got all day. Complete for about 7 yards to the tight end. Second and 3. Yeah, Winston's not very smart. Second and 3. Tua, fake handoff. Throws it over the middle, wide open. And he just missed Judy on a wide. That was a touchdown if he just hit him. Third and 3. What was the question I just read? Do you think Saban will leave Tua in for a bit longer? Or do you think he'll put him out around the same time as he usually does? I think he's going to probably take him out at the start of the fourth quarter. If they score a touchdown here, he's definitely coming out in the fourth quarter. I don't know why they keep him in. Third and 3. Tua's still in right now, Christian. Third and 3. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Tua back to pass. Throws it to the right. Complete to Judy for a first down. I know. I don't think Winston's trying to get out of the league. He's trying to get a max contract. First and 10 from the 16-yard line, Alabama. Tua rolls out to his left, looks over to the right, complete. First down and more, touchdown, Alabama. Oh, they're going to say he stepped out at the 4. All right, so he stepped out of bounds, so it's going to be first and goal. I didn't see him step out, but let me see the replay here. He didn't step out. He didn't step out. I didn't see his foot step out at all. Yeah, he definitely didn't step out. That's easy work. He's in. That's a touchdown. Touchdown. I would be surprised if they don't review this. They're not reviewing this? All right, well, first and goal. He didn't step out. Hand the ball off to Harris. And Harris is taken down for about a yard of a loss. I can't believe that they didn't review that. That was clearly a touchdown. Yeah, he never stepped out of bounds. Anyway. Doesn't matter. How were my Panthers on Thursday? They were awful. They were terrible. They were embarrassing and pitiful. Fire Ron Rivera and Norv Turner. There you go. Second and goal. The pitch to Judy. And Judy gets inside the 5 to about the 3 out of bounds. It's going to be third and goal from the 3. You hear Mrs. Peete down there is laughing it up. I don't know what she's laughing at. Third and goal. Najee Harris. No, that wasn't Harris. That was Robinson. Anyway, he's taken down for a loss of a yard. Fourth and goal. And I'm assuming they're going to kick a field goal here. I would. To make it 34. To make it 34 to 13. What's up, Greg Walker? Will must dump. Boilermakers forever in the house. And the kick is up. That kick is good. It's going to be. You hear that? All right. There we have it. 34-13, and the third quarter is almost over. And at this point, it would take not only a minor miracle, but a major miracle for South Carolina to come back and win this game. But we'll see what they can do. It's weird. It feels as if South Carolina's played a pretty good game, and they're still losing by a lot. So. Yeah, that's one thing I'll take out of this game is that Alabama does not look dominant like I thought they would. And when they play teams with a good offense, a la LSU, if they meet Clemson or somebody like that in the playoffs, yeah, they need to fix some stuff. Jesse Stacy says, it's funny, everyone wants to fire the coach as soon as they lose to Clemson or Alabama. There's only one Saban and Dabo. No, sir, I've been saying that they should have fired Will Muschamp 2 years ago. It has nothing to do with Alabama or Clemson. It has losing 5 years in a row to Kentucky, losing to Virginia 28-0, losing to North Carolina the first week of the year. I mean, I can go on and on and on. Will Muschamp is not a good head coach. I mean, I don't know what their goal is in South Carolina. If their goal is just to win 8 or 9 games a year, if that, and play in a mediocre bowl game and get blown out by a low-level ACC team, then fine, keep Will Muschamp. If your goal is to, at any point ever in history, to possibly maybe try to win the East and win maybe your first conference championship since 1969, then he's not your guy. Pretty much that simple. And they say, well, who are you going to get better than Muschamp? I don't know. Take a chance on somebody. Somebody young, right? That Joe Brady guy from for LSU, the offensive, the passing analyst, whatever the hell his title is. This guy's got a coaching title I've never even heard of before. The passing coach or whatever he is. He's like 29 years old. Go take a chance on him. It's better than going 7-9 every year and getting blown out by every ACC team you play. And considering a 3-touchdown loss to Clemson or Alabama, a good game, that sounds like a miserable, miserable fan experience. Clemson 676 says, with their schedule, I don't see Carolina winning 7 games this year. Hell, they didn't win 7 games last year. And their schedule wasn't near as tough as it is this year. Yeah. I'd be surprised if they make a bowl. Although I am encouraged with the way they played today. They should at least beat Kentucky. They hand the ball off. First down and more. The offense has really played well. I'll hand it to them. South Carolina's offense, this is the best performance I've seen them play in a while. First of all, Lincoln Riley's not getting fired from Oklahoma. That's not going to happen. Big time play. Run up the middle. Across the 40, across the 30. Inside the 30. A touchdown here would keep it interesting. It would keep my attention. Helinski back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. The receiver dropped the ball completely. That was a good pass. That was Muse. Muse dropped the ball. You remember back in the days in the 80s when Carolina still sucked. They've sucked their entire existence. You know that they were ranked, out of all the teams in America, the worst program in history? I mean, look at all the terrible teams out there in the country. They all have more impressive achievements than the Gamecocks do in history. All of them. Well, it's just a fact. Sorry if that hurt your feelings. Yes, Kuechly's a Hall of Famer. That's right. Jesse Stacy, thank you for the $1.99 super chat, sir. Says Lincoln Riley will be with the Dallas Cowboys soon. I disagree. I mean, I'm not saying he won't. I don't know why he would. Why would you leave? First of all, he's got it made. He's got it made at Oklahoma. It's a much easier job than working for Jerry Jones. And you don't have any job security with the Cowboys. I don't think that he's going to get fired from Oklahoma. He would have to have like 3 or 4 abysmal seasons in a row to get fired from Oklahoma, which isn't going to happen. And they're going to be in the conversation every year for the playoffs, or almost every year. And so why would you go work for Jerry Jones and underperform and get fired in a 2 or 3 year span after that? I don't know. I wouldn't do it. If I were him, I'd stay right where I was at. And the fans love him too. They had Holtz and Spurrier. Well, Holtz and Spurrier did not go there to win national titles. They went there to just rake in whatever $5 or $6 million they were making and had no expectations of winning. And I mean, listen, what was the first thing that Spurrier did whenever he quit on South Carolina? He went right back to Florida and put on his Florida Gators hat and shirt and is part of the organization over there. He never cared about the Gamecocks to begin with. This guy was just getting a free paycheck playing golf in Myrtle Beach every offseason. That's all he was doing. I mean, he never even won the SEC when he was there. All he did was beat Clemson. And that was his claim to fame there, I guess. You know, when Clemson was in a transition period. TJ is saying Muschamp is point shaving for Bama. I don't know why you listen to that guy. Tennessee won. Catfish must be happy. Well, I can tell you he probably is happy that they won. But I don't know if you can't get excited about beating Chattanooga. I mean, he's probably happy they didn't lose more than he's happy that they won. Riley is one of the top candidates for Nick Saban's replacement. I don't know but why would he leave and go to Alabama? This is the same argument with Dabo, which Dabo makes more sense because he's actually an alum there. But even that, like, why would you leave a team that you have on as a top program in the country where you're winning to go to Alabama? I don't understand the mindset behind that. I just don't think that I don't think he'll do that. $38-10 UCF over Stanford. If Carolina had a 41-year-old Spurrier and he was a Gamecock alum, maybe we'd be talking about something. Yeah, exactly. No, Dabo, he'd be stupid to go to Alabama. I will never say never. He might go there when he's 60. Helinski, back to pass, incomplete. What was that? Now it's 4th and 10. I'll tell you what, South Carolina has some good players. Their coaching is terrible. Yeah, I just don't see. There may be a time when Dabo, 20 years from now, decides, you know, he's only got a few years left and he's going to go back to Alabama for the nostalgia of it and end his career where he started and all that, you know, stuff. It ain't happening anytime soon. He's definitely not going to be the person that replaces Saban. So anybody who thinks that, just go ahead and get that out of your head. It's not happening. I'd be willing to bet everything I own that doesn't happen. Excuse me. Oh, the Gamecocks kick a long field goal for some reason to make it 34-16. Eesh. I hope everybody's having a good time. I know I'm having an amazing and fantastic time here spending this Saturday afternoon with all you fine folks. The game is actually exciting for at least the first half was exciting. It's not been very exciting the second half, but we'll see what this fourth quarter. If there's anything left in the tank for that Gamecock team to make it interesting, probably not. But we'll see. Slim Shady Kane's coming through with a $5 super chat. When Saban retires, it will be like the 90s and 2000s. Bama will be irrelevant again. Well, it's hard to replace somebody like Saban. It's going to be very hard. Unless they get Dabo is the reply to that, which isn't going to happen. So. You never know, though. I mean, look at what's going on with Ohio State right now. We haven't seen the results of Ryan Day, but, of course, Urban Meyer came. Ohio State was down when he came back and took over there, led them to a national title, led them, to be a relevant team every year as far as the playoff conversations go. And even with the scandal, with the whole, the scandal that happened last year, Ryan Day comes in, and it looks like they're not skipping a beat so far. Now, it's still way too early to say that, but my point is, you never know. Sometimes if you hire the right guy to follow up the legend, then you can be okay. But it's still going to be hard to replace Nick Saban. If I were them, what I would do is try to hire from within, somebody that's been working with him and can sort of carry on the tradition of the way he did things instead of going out of the box. It seems to be working out for a lot of teams. Listen, Lincoln Riley came from within. Ed Orgeron came from within. Ryan Day came from within. Dabo Swinney came from within. So it seems to be the formula. Instead of doing what South Carolina does and trying to hire a washed-up coach who's at the end of his career who already won a national title at some other school. That's definitely not the formula for long-term success. And they try. That sums up South Carolina football in a nutshell right there. They try to do an onside kick, and the kicker hits himself with his own kick. No, Billy, what I'm saying is Ryan Day, he got promoted from within. Ed Orgeron got promoted from within. Dabo Swinney got promoted from within. Lincoln Riley got promoted from within. And those are, I just named 4 out of the top 5 programs in America right now. So. First and 10 from the 40. Tua back to pass. Complete over the middle. Inside the 30. All the way down to about the 22-yard line. And that was Ruggs. Anu Naga says, "You suck" will be bragging about this game being close. Yeah, they will. Believe me, they will. He's not even trolling. I will give credit where credit's due. They looked better than I thought they were going to look. But they'll lose by 3 or 4 touchdowns and then brag about it. They're perfect. They always do that. And the pass is to Najee Harris, and he's going to pick up about 11, first and 10, Alabama. Who the hell would Carolina promote from within? Well, I don't know. That's a good question. Good point. I stand corrected. I don't know. I mean, somebody that you probably don't know of. Somebody under the age of 55, preferably. First and 10 from the 11.5-yard line. Tua drops back to pass again. Touchdown, Alabama. Now it looks like the old South Carolina team has shown up to let us all know that they didn't go anywhere. They're still here. Oh, if only... You know what's going to be funny is it's 40-16. They're going to kick an extra point to make it 41-16, and if they get another field goal, it will be 44-16. Oh. He missed it. So Alabama, here's your problems. You've got some kicking problems. There's your problems. That was a single doink, not a double doink. Well, it can't be 44-16 now. Damn it. I was hoping to see a 44-16 score. That would have been funny. So far, I'm doing good on my bet now picks, guys. I had Alabama by 25 and Ohio State by 16. And it looks like I'm probably going to win both of those unless somehow Alabama lets the Chickens score another touchdown. I hope they don't do that. And then tonight I have Duke at -7, Virginia -7.5, and Oklahoma -23. So far I'm about 2 for 2 if they can hold the score where it is. That's the best idea I've heard all night, sports in the Bay Area. Let the Boom Chickens hire Ron Rivera. That would solve all of their problems. Good idea. Slim Shady Kane says, I thought Alabama had a super duper special kicker this year. Not to brag. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and brag anyway, because why not? Who cares? Clemson has the best kicker in the country. Period. In football and in college football. The Clemson line is 28, Johnny. GA bro, what does that mean? You saying that Georgia has the best kicker? No, they don't. He might be the GOAT. He's not as good as Clemson's kicker. He's not. Put it this way. Clemson's kicker will be the first kicker taken in the draft, and it won't even be close. The guy can kick it like 70 yards. And he does it every time he kicks it. No, I'm not saying Blankenship is great. I'm not saying he's not. Best player on the team is Hot Rod. Well, that's a problem. Did I forget to change the score? I sure did. Yeah, I can't wait to go on Twitter when I get off of here and on Facebook and watch the Gamecock fans brag about how great they played today. I might end up getting kicked off of Twitter. Holding on Alabama. Man, there's still 13 and a half minutes left in this game. And a good play by Smith there. 1st and 10. At this point, I just want I don't want Carolina to score anymore because I want to win my my bet now contest pick. I want Alabama to cover the spread. Don't let me down, Alabama. And they're going to hand the ball off again to Smith, and he's going to pick up about a yard. And it looks to me as if the stadium is emptying out. Look at that. They still got an entire quarter left, and half of the people have left the stadium. Man, that's embarrassing. The Chickens will not come back and win. You have a better chance of winning the Powerball twice in a row, 2 weeks in a row, than you would of them coming back and winning this game. I actually need Alabama to score again, too. Gamecocks headed to the caboose. They call that thing the cockaboose. I don't know who named that thing. But I'm not getting on anything called a cockaboose. Not happening. Second and 4, 11 minutes and 40 seconds left. Walensky hands the ball off to Feaster, and Feaster gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. He might have even lost a yard. Man, it would be so hard to be a Gamecock fan. I almost feel sorry for him. I'm not going to even... 3rd and 5. Walensky over the middle, right off his hands. The best player on your team, if you're South Carolina, is the guy who's playing his second college career game ever. That tells you everything you need to know. Yes, everyone hit that like button. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button too. It'll be at least 3 weeks before I piss you off enough to unsubscribe. So I'll take you while I can have you. But I do these primetime college football games every single week. And they're going to get better. I mean, look. Walensky back to pass, 4th and 5. Complete for a first down to Feaster. Anyway, yeah, so, you know, with these first few weeks, it's hard to find a real good game in the middle of the afternoon because of all the cupcake games that are going on. But I think in the coming weeks, we'll have a lot better selection to choose from. I don't like doing night games unless it's one I really want to do, and I don't like to do Clemson games because I'm a Clemson fan, and that's the reason I don't like doing those, because I want to watch the game without any interruption. But, yeah, that's that. Yeah, no, SEC dog for sure. He's definitely better than Bentley. That's clear. He'll get better. Hell, he's playing better today than Bentley's played in the past year and a half. At any point. 2nd and 13. Walensky. Intercepted. I just jinxed the poor kid. Intercepted by Alabama. All right. So at this point, we just need Alabama, or I just need Alabama to get a field goal so I can win my bet. Yes, Rick Williams, good point. Says take Kalinsky out now before you get him hurt. A great point. That's what I would do. Well, here's the thing. A lot of the Gamecock fans pretended as if somehow they're going to win this game just because they beat them in 2010. Yeah. All right, then a touchdown. I just need them to score more points than they have. They're up by 24. I need them to score at least 2 points. 2 points is all I need. A safety will do. I think if I'm doing my math right? 40 minus 16 is 24. Yeah, so, I need them to score 2 points. At least 2 points. Touchdown would be great. That would make it even better. Yes. Yeah, I'd take them out. That game, SEC dog. Where do they play Georgia? They play in Athens this year, right? Against South Carolina. Pretty sure they do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. When is that game? I know they usually play them early in the year, but for some reason I feel like they put them at the end of the year this year, or maybe the middle of the year. Yeah, in Athens. I knew that, but when's the game? Well, Clemson 676. Unfortunately, South Carolina fans do watch football. Now, that's the other thing. I will give them credit for a team that's been so bad for so long. They do show up. Now, they leave early, but at least they show up. They show up more than other teams that have been losing for that long. So they're passionate. They're passionate about their terrible football program. Yeah, you got to hand them that. I mean, I do respect that. Very few things I respect about them, and that's one of them. And Tua's still in, and he throws a complete, and it's going to be a first down. I'd take Tua out right now, too. I don't know why he's still in there. But I hope they keep him in there until I can cover the spread on this bet. Their drunk is wearing off. That's true, too. I don't blame them. I'd be leaving right now, too, if I was them. I mean, the fact that they even show up is a minor miracle. Yeah, Saban's still playing the ones. He wants to score again, and I'm all for it. Go Saban. Score again, please, sir. Put them out of their misery. Another big run by Robinson, and he picks up a first down. I'm looking forward. That will probably be the game I do next week. Will that game? Do you guys know if that game's a night game? The Notre Dame and Georgia game. I really want to do that game next week. That's the one I want to do. First of all, it can't be on the same time as Clemson. That's the first stipulation. So I don't know what time it's coming on. I would imagine it's going to be a night game, right? 8 o'clock game. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. 8 p.m. Yeah, I might have to make an exception then. I really might have to make an exception and do the game at 8 p.m. because that's the game I really want to do on YouTube. Stop it. Stop telling me I won't cover. Jinxing me. 54-16 is your bet. I hope you're right. But anyway, back to the Notre Dame game. I think that that game's going to be better than people think it's going to be. I know a lot of people think that Georgia's going to handle Notre Dame. I'm not so sure about that. I think it's going to be good. Good game. And Judy picks up about 6 on a 2nd and 12. Or maybe about 8. It's going to be 3rd and 4 or 5. Feaster really looked great today. Did he? I don't know. I don't think so. He might have been being facetious there. Oh, see, that's what pisses me off. Clemson's playing Charlotte at night next week, aren't they? See, why would they schedule Charlotte? Why would they put a game time at 8 p.m. to play Charlotte in the Valley? That pisses me off. Judy with a big play. He's in the red zone inside the 20-yard line. We're all the way down to about the 17. 1st and 10, Alabama. So I guess I can't do the Notre Dame game then. Because I'm going to watch the Clemson game. I don't care who they're playing. That really pisses me off. Uh, 6.5 minutes left here. 40-16. Alabama hopefully scores here. Uh, 0-yard pickup there. 2nd and 9. Tua's going to kick the field goal. I want to do the Notre Dame game, but it's on the same time as the Clemson game. Because for some reason, some idiot scheduled Clemson to play Charlotte at nighttime. That has noon game written all over it, and they put that at nighttime. 2nd and 9. And they're going to pick up about 3 yards. Maybe 3rd and 6. Come on. Just kick it. They better make a field goal here. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. I know. I want to see it. I'll probably end up doing it anyway. I'm not worried about Charlotte, obviously. Pete, listen to what? Auburn and A&M. I'm much more interested in Notre Dame and Georgia than Auburn and A&M. And inside the 5-yard line, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 3. I have no idea what you're talking about, vodka drinker. But okay, I believe you. Oh, I hope the Dolphins have Ron Rivera as their coach next year. That means he won't be coaching for Carolina. I'd be fine with that. 1st and goal. Robinson. And he gets about 2 yards. It's going to be 1st or 2nd and goal from the 2. Auburn, Texas A&M at 3:30. Michigan versus Wisconsin at 12. Other options. Doesn't Michigan play Wisconsin today? Today or no? Is that not today? Is that next week? 2nd and goal. Flag on the play. False start. Ron Rivera trades for Cam Newton as the Dolphins head coach. That'd be something he would do, yeah. No, I'm not on USC and BYU. I'm still watching this game. 2nd and goal, and he gets nothing. It's going to be 3rd and goal from about the 3-yard line. It's a great game. I'll change it in a minute. I'm trying to see if I win my bet here. That's all. That's all this is about. Who won the Penn State and Pitt game, by the way? Nobody ever told me that. Who won that game? Don't tell me Pitt won that game. If that's true, then Penn State's way, way overrated. Because Pitt's not very good. 3rd and goal. Oh, I don't know. They call it a touchdown? They're going to say he's down at the 1-inch line. Oh, my God. Let's see here. Yeah, he was down. Damn it. But this game is about to be 43-16, though. It's not going to be 44-16, but it's going to be 43-16. They're going for it? Oh, you assholes. Touchdown. Good. Thank God. Well, I won my bet. So, no, it's not going to be 43-16. It's going to be 47-16, most likely, unless the Chickens can get some kind of trash touchdown here in the last couple of minutes. All right, there you guys have it. All right, so it's 10 minutes till 7 o'clock, and this game is over. So I'm gonna head so I can grab something to eat before this Clemson game starts. I want to thank everybody for stopping in. You're all amazing. You're all fantastic. If you're new here, hit the like button and subscribe button. I do these videos every week and much, much more. Also, check out the howardsrock.net website. There's a link in the description of the video down here. If you click that link, I'm offering a 30-day free trial to that site. We have a lot of fun over there. BetNow.eu. There's a link in the description if you want to bet on college football and follow my bets, because obviously I'm cleaning up right now. If you've been taking my bets, you'd be winning money. Anyway, there's a link in the description there. Go. It's all for a good cause. We're going to be donating some money to the St. Jude's Children's Hospital at the end of the season. #SamStrong. Use the promo code Peete when you sign up. It'll give you a 100% bonus on your deposit. For all of you that are math deficient, that means if you deposit $100, they're going to give you $100 extra to play with. Pretty simple. Thank you to all to the people who sent in super chats. Slim Shady Canes, Jesse Stacy, Johnny Red Dot, Dennis Wilson, and Edward Craven. You guys are all great. I had a lot of fun tonight. Even though the game ended up being a blowout, I still had a lot of fun. And I'll be thinking long and hard about what game I'm going to do next week. It's probably going to end up being the Notre Dame and Georgia game, because that's the best game of the week. But anyway, I'll think about it, and I'll let you guys know. You may be seeing me again at some point tonight, depending on what happens in some of these late games. I may upload a couple of quick videos or two if something great or funny happens, or if I need to yell at something for some reason. All right, guys. Thank you all.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Pixie and Pete checking out.